And here we go!
Viewer discretion is advised.
Chicago Bears, the Super Bowl shuffle, Walter Payton rapping.
They call me Sweetness and I like to dance, running the phones like Mickey Moore Man.
You started Rex Grossman in the Super Bowl? Rex Grossman? And even in your biggest win, you couldn't get Sweetness his touchdown. Instead, you had to give it to this giant fat man. That's just embarrassing. Remember that time you laid down to the Packers at the end of the season and a few short weeks later they celebrated on your field a trip to the Super Bowl? That hurts, but what's more painful is how the McCaskey family has sucked the life out of you through terrible ownership and moves. You guys banned cheerleaders, for crying out loud. Here's footage of kissing titties thrown to his left. Jay Cutler and Rex Grossman were a nice pair of QBs, a double doink of failure if you will, and you knew that was coming. Oh look, Khalil Mack jerseys that are actually selling. The GSH on the side of the jersey stands for George Stanley Hollis, who passed in 1983, and it has been on the uniform since. A franchise that isn't into much change, you can thank the previously mentioned John Gruden for all your changes in the win column this year. Have you ever wondered if aliens visited our planet and chose Soldier Field as their landing site? While retaining the original buildings from the first iteration of the stadium, the new futuristic seating bowl does kind of look out of place. The stadium originally opened in 1922 and was named as a memorial to soldiers who died in combat. And Jay Cutler probably didn't know that, judging by the way he played. The McCaskeys deemed cheerleaders offensive and sexist back in the 80s, but in 2003 they had no problem introducing nightmares to children in the form of Staley the Bear, a slightly cross-eyed Ursa Major that will eat both children and brats like the wild creature he is. Staley once posed as a real bear at the zoo and pranked people. That's pretty funny, actually. Our 6 NFL teams do not have cheerleaders. They are the Buffalo Bills, the Chicago Bears, the Cleveland Browns, the Green Bay Packers, the New York Giants, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for those who came here looking for pictures of cheerleaders, easy there, Tiger. Bears, they used to have a squad deemed the Honey Bears from 1977 to 1985. The Honey Bears were more of a cheerleading squad and did traditional cheer moves beyond what their sort of sexist name would imply, as it was refreshing that they were not a dance team and actually was there to cheer. Their last year was in 1985 and their final performance was at Super Bowl 20 in New Orleans, which ushered in an era of the Bears really not being that good. Some believe there is a curse of the honey bear, but really I don't think anyone wants to cheer in the bitter cold near Lake Michigan and also cheer for a team that thinks Mike Glennon or Mark freaking Sanchez is going to get them more than 5 wins. Soccer players get a bunch of flack for faking injuries, but it's rare they ever admit to it. But Brian Urlacher did, as the former linebacker turned analyst told us that for 12 years the Bears had faking injuries as part of their strategy, and it even had signals. Also, Urlacher used PEDs, admitting to repeated Rogaine use. Chicago Bears, Virginia Hollis McCaskey. Few NFL families have made their money solely from the NFL, and that's what the McCaskeys have done, as their grandfather was this guy named George Hollis, who might as well have been the freaking founder of the NFL, as he was a player, coach, and in 1921 he took over a struggling Bears franchise, which he moved to Chicago, and for their first year was called the Staley. Virginia McCaskey is the eldest daughter of George, and she inherited the team in 1979. And despite their one Super Bowl win in 1985, the McCaskeys have been maligned as maybe one of the cheapest, greediest, and unfan-friendly ownership families in the league. Good news though, Bears fans, she is 95 and will eventually die, and maybe they will sell the team. Not likely. The Bears blew a 21-point lead to the defending champ Patriots. The Bears held a lead of 21 with 6:42 left in the third and were up 11 with 2:46 left. Brady found David Patton with 21 seconds to go, and the Bears still suck, and I'm sure the Patriots cheated somehow. Billy White Shoes Johnson did the most damage in this one, a 47-point shutout. He ended the scoring with a 75-yard kickoff return. Ken Burrow caught 6 passes for 180 yards and 2 TDs in a fantasy player's dream. Though in 1977 the internet hadn't been invented by Al Gore and people did things like bet on football games and get their legs broken when they didn't pay up. When you're looking for a head coach, you want to hire a proven winner, a champion, and former coach of the year, right? And that's what the Bears did when they hired Mark Trestman, who was all of those things in the CFL. Yes, in 2013, when Trestman was brought on, he was supposed to revolutionize the NFL and also get Jay Cutler to give a shit about playing football. Neither happened, as the Bears finished 8-8 his first year and then 5-11, and he was fired, where he returned to the CFL and won his 3rd Grey Cup in 2017. Get in where you fit in, I guess. The longtime host of the Bears and Chicago Cardinals, Soldier Field was dismantled in 2001 with only the exterior buildings preserved while a modern stadium was built inside of it. Because of the renovation, the building was delisted as a historic landmark in 2006 and can be demolished, like the goalposts likely were last winter. Okay, flip this on its side, straighten here a little bit, extend that. Oh my God, what happened?
So maybe I ejaculated prematurely on that last play. This is for the game. He's hit the upright and then the crossbar. He's missed. The Bears lose. The Bears lose. Oh, poor little Parky, the little bastard. He can't even take a piss without hitting the toilet rim. Oh, shit. Oh, you gotta feel for the Bears. It's like picking up a chick and then she disappears and then she comes back and then you take her home and you can't get an erection. That's how the Bears feel. They might as well go R. Kelly and piss on her now because they've just pissed away their season. Oh.
Well, if he makes it, he's a hero. If he misses, you better be sleeping with one eye open. Parkey to send the Bears. Next round, not happening. And he's managed to kill the Bears mascot as well. Mr. Parkey, once again the villain in Chicago. And that look says it all from the head coach. The look that says, you better sleep with your eyes wide open, Parkey, because the second you close them, I'm dropping my nutsack right on your face. Oh my fucking goodness. The hold is perfect. The kick is fucking horrendous. I mean, at this point, all you can say is fucking wow. I mean, I would rather take Sandra Bullock in that new show on Netflix, Bird Box, Peter, than have Parkey kick this ball for me. What a fucking train wreck. Chicago is out of the playoffs. And the Eagles, they move on. What a fucking nightmare. Wow.
They got a chance to win this with a field goal.
Give me time, give me time.
Wait, there's a timeout. They're going to ice the kicker. What is going on?
I don't know.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
The snap is good. Threads are up.
Bears fan has gotten much saltier over the years, having to deal with Jay Cutler, Rex Grossman, Cody Parkey, and that inferior feeling to the Packers has got them more agitated than a kid with ADHD without his meds. Plus, the displeasure with the Hollis McCaskey family flavors like Michigan with a lot of salt.
Times must we take this disgrace? Another Bears fan throwing insults in our face. The Packers are the greatest team to ever play the game, even if from time to time they've been a little lame. How could you ever love a team with Jim McMahon? Not even Porky Pig was as big a him. They got a reputation that's mostly based on luck. The Bears still suck. 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 They really, 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 really suck. Yes, the Bears still suck. to Soldier Field, they make you pay a toll. For cripes' sake, they only won one lousy Super Bowl. They make fun of Wisconsin, but we don't get upset. Where do you think that they're all headed every chance they get? We don't really hold a grudge, cause this is all in fun. As far as football rivalries, we're both #1. Still, we wouldn't mind seeing Ditka run over by a truck, cause the Bears still suck. 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 They really, 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 really suck. Yes, the Bears still suck. All the ladies now.
Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. They really, 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 really suck. Yes, the Bears still suck.
Everybody now. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. They really, 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 really suck. Yes, the Bears